Hello guys, welcome back to yet another episode of Ken Quest. So in the last class what we have discussed is about the debt trap diplomacy that came in the Vision IAS monthly magazine of May edition 2021, and I found it was quite very significant for the upcoming prelims as well as for the mains 2021 then 2022 whatever it is, because IR part is very crucial for UPSC as well as for PSIR, JRF, NET and other set exams regarding political science. So coming to today's session, that is on Shanghai Cooperation Organization, that is SCO. It is a regional organization. It's very significant. It was in news recently. 16th meeting of Secretaries of Security Councils of SCO was held at Dushanbe, Tajikistan, and Tajikistan is the current president of SCO. So it was more on news this time, that is India and Pakistan agreed to cooperate. So the main significance is both India and Pakistan are members of this SCO, and it is a Central Asian or Eurasian organization where you can find Russia as its member. So there is Russia, there is Pakistan, and there is China, then there is India. So all these disputed or these very strategic partners, bullies, everyone are there except US. So that is one main point. So India and Pakistan agreed to cooperate in the joint fight against the threats of international terrorism, and it is kind of an irony in international terrorism, then extremism, separatism, religious radicalism. So in all these threats they agreed to fight together. Then special attention was given to the current military and political situation in Afghanistan. So Afghanistan is another issue, and that is also very significant, that we will discuss later, and the risk of escalation. So Afghanistan is also one major matter of concern regarding. Then they also discussed the cooperation between member states in ensuring reliable information security. Then cyber security is another main issue. The recent Pegasus, everything is there. So that is also the joint fight against cybercrime and the issues of biological security, food security. So all these also came about. Then what is SCO? So let's see. It is a permanent intergovernmental political, economic and military organization. So it's a more of a security organization like NATO. It's also known as the Asian NATO. Okay, it was founded in Shanghai in 2001. So which year? 2001 in Shanghai. And the precursor group, first it was Shanghai 5 members: China, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Russia, Tajikistan. So that was the Shanghai 5 group, and it was permanent intergovernmental political, economic and military organization. And then it's for regional development and security issues like ethnic separatism, terrorism and religious extremism. All these are the main focus. Then what is the relevance, significance of this organization? It's useful for the mains perspective, or okay, first is global influence of SCO. The 4 members, who are they? India, Russia, China, Pakistan. All these are nuclear powers, and Russia and China are in the permanent members where UN Security Council. So there is also there present. And then SCO is a counterweight to NATO, that already I said, and both the organizations have geopolitical interest in Central Asia and Gulf. So it's very significant for China as well as for Russia, as well as for US, as well as for India and then Pakistan. So all these have their own geopolitical interest. Then SCO holds a degree of influence that is greater than NATO in terms of landmass. It has more influence than NATO. So this is a diagram regarding its working structure. There is heads of state council, and that is the highest decision making body. Then heads of government council, and that is for multilateral cooperation and priority directions. Then 2 permanent bodies, that is there is a secretariat and there is RATS. RAT is a very specialized body of SCO. RATS means Regional Anti-Terrorist Structure. to combat regional terrorism, separatism, extremism. And then the SCO Business Council for expanding economic cooperation, then SCO Interbank Consortium for expanding bank services. So this is the working structure, and it is well organized, okay, permanent political, economic and military organization. Then also controlling regional terrorism. It is defense centric structure, and we also saw the RATS, and it was quite successful in curbing regional terrorism, and also it is participant in the political dynamics of Afghanistan. Okay, so in controlling the Taliban or in controlling the crisis in Afghanistan, this SCO has a very crucial role because it is located in Central Asia. And regarding after the withdrawal of US and NATO forces from Afghanistan, SCO will start playing a prominent role, especially China and Russia will get more say. Then SCO Afghanistan Contact Group, which is suspended in 2009, has also resumed working since 2017. Thus, SCO could provide a platform for India also to engage in Afghanistan's political dynamics. So, the terrorism and all other things, and then this Shanghai 5 global influence is there, then this Afghanistan political dynamics. So, that is also another significant thing. Then political relevance is at annual summit of SCO, India gets opportunity to renew bilateral ties with, because India's neighborhood is not very cool, it is very hot area where so many disputes are there. So it provides India greater visibility in the affairs of the Eurasian region, and India can also scuttle influence of Pakistan in Central Asia. So it's also very significant because India can exert its influence more than Pakistan, and India is an active key stakeholder in shaping dynamics of politically fragile Central Asian region, and it is very significant to maintain peace and stability in Central Asia, because that is a fertile ground for terrorism and drug trafficking, where this great triangle, crescent, golden crescent and golden triangle, everything are located there. So that is there. Then economic, so that is a political advantage. Then economic, it is rich in iron ore, coal, oil, gas, gold, lead, zinc, molybdenum, uranium, gold, gas, energy gas, so many natural resources. So the economic diplomacy in SCO, it is focused less on Russia, China and Pakistan. It is more on the Central Asian Republic like Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan, all these stands, because they are rich in these natural resources. And frequent meeting with leaders of CAR and the India Central Asia Business Council under the SCO would give fillip to the economic cooperation. The next thing is push to regional connectivity. As we know, this Turkmenistan, Afghanistan, Pakistan, India, TAPI. Turkmenistan, Afghanistan, Pakistan, India. You can see at the map all these locations. There is a pipeline going on, TAPI pipeline, and then Iran, Pakistan, India pipeline, then CASA, Central Asia, South Asia, 1000 electricity transmission projects, all of which are blocked by Pakistan, make it a much needed push through the SCO. So this regional connectivity, all these projects are pending. India has so much aspirations, but Pakistan is blocking all these projects because we know that the geographical reach, accessibility is not there to the Central Asia, and it's only through this organization where we can, or through Afghanistan, we can reach. Even in Russia, there is no direct route. So what are the challenges? First challenge is dominance of China, of course, because it is also not a China-Russia organization or China-dominated organization. Barring India, the BRI, Belt and Road Initiative, has been endorsed by all other members. So India is not a part of BRI, and it is a concern for India, as CPEC, China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, violates India's sovereignty, and China may try to limit and balance India's influence in the region by supporting Pakistan. So China-Pakistan nexus is there. So there not only China, Pakistan, Russia, Pakistan, China axis. So that is the next challenge. So dominance of China, then this axis, And China has always condoned Pakistan's link with terrorist activities in India. So they also have their own. Then veto power, where UNSC's blacklisting of Mumbai attack mastermind. So China repeatedly vetoed those actions, and they indirectly supporting Pakistan's terrorist activities. So other member countries are also well disposed towards Pakistan. This puts India at the risk of being isolated in the organization. So this is the prelims point of view, where you get the member states. The first Shanghai 5, then the working language Russian and Mandarin. So you can see the dominance of China as well as Russia. Then 24% of the world GDP and 43% of the global population. Then Shanghai spirit is there: mutual trust, benefit, equality, consultation, respect for culture, diversity, common development, everything is there. Then India and Pakistan is permanent members since 2017. Okay, so how many member states in total? 8, and then 4 observer states, then 6 dialogue partners, and then 4 guest attendances. Okay, so this is and then also lack of connectivity, that is another challenge in Central Asia and beyond, that I already discussed, because India's bilateral with Central Asia, it's only about $2 billion against $50 billion of China's. Okay, so lack of connectivity, then dominance of China, then that axis, Russia, Pakistan, China axis. Okay, then what is the way ahead or way forward? We need to maintain strategic autonomy, okay, against this China, and also BRI, we are the lone wolf. Okay, we need to respect our sovereignty, and then adopted a clear anti-West posture, where India must avoid, as the US is the biggest card India can play against China. Okay, so India-Russia diplomatic relations and India cultural story connect with Psir should be leveraged, because we have that cultural linkages, friendship treaties with Russia, as well as this Central Asian historical cultural connect, because all our Mughal emperors came from Central Asia. Okay, so this SCO has a anti-West, anti-US posture, but that India needs to avoid, because we can use US against China. Then we need to engage with Pakistan, okay, by bilateral, by setting aside all differences, and India should mobilize opinion in SCO to ensure the connectivity projects which are blocked by Pakistan, and also combat terrorism, where we all come together. So that is a good platform for raising those issues. Then constructive role in CAR, Central Asian republics, or in the role of de-radicalization of youth in Central Asia. So that is also a good thing, and also as a means of soft power, more cultural, educational, cuisine, all things should be promoted, and India should not get isolated in this organization. Then revitalize connectivity projects, that is opening up of Chabahar port, then entry of Ashgabat agreement, that should be used for a stronger presence in Eurasia. Okay, so Chabahar is in Iran. Then Ashgabat agreement, you need to search, and then please comment on the comment section, Ashgabat agreement, what is all about. Then also clear focus on operationalizing INSTC, that is International North-South Transport Corridor, that I already said there is a challenge of connectivity, right, geographical challenges. That is, by these corridors, these projects, it can be fulfilled or achieved, accomplished. This will pave the way for enlarging economic clout in the Central Asia, which in turn makes India indispensable in this region. So that's all about SCO, because it is more about the for, against, and also way forward, and it is very, very important, since as far as IR is concerned, Shanghai Corporation organization. Okay, and we can meet in the next video with another IR hot topic. Since then, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and tell your views, and also tell about this Ashgaard agreement on the comment section. See you. Bye bye.